Hello, this is Andrew Greess at Quality Equipment and Spray, QSpray.com. This is the second in a series of videos to help you with your pest and landscape spray equipment. Today I'm going to talk about power sprayers and why little stuff matters. And our experience is that when customers are looking at a power sprayer, either their existing power sprayer or to purchase a power sprayer, they look at the big stuff, the pump, the motor, the hose reel, the tank, that sort of thing, the spray gun. They don't look at the little stuff. And by little stuff, here's an example: fittings. And fittings matter because they can have a big impact on your productivity and on your costs. So for example, these are all half-inch hose barbs. It's half-inch male pipe thread by half-inch hose barb. They're all the same type of fitting, except this is a nylon fitting. It's really a piece of crap. Actually, calling this a piece of crap is an insult to pieces of crap all over the world. This is a poly fitting, and this is actually a good fitting for applications using a heavy granular fertilizer. This kind of plastic stands up really well to granular fertilizers. This is a heavy-duty brass fitting. This is what we use in many of our pest and landscape sprayers. And this is a steel barb extra long. So we'd use this on a high-pressure application where we wanted to put extra clamps on there to hold. And why does this matter? Well, here's an example. This is an example of a sprayer one of our customers bought from someone else. And you can see here it's using this really junky nylon fitting. And just think about what that fitting will do after a couple of hot summers or a couple of cold winters, or if something falls against it. And there's other issues here too. I mean, this tank fitting is welded into the tank, so you can't fix it, repair it, or anything. It's there, and if there's a problem, that's it. There's also junky hose and junky clamp, but that's for another day. So again, why does this junky fitting matter? Well, here's a great example. The customer brought this in to us. They hit the brakes, and the backpack sprayer, the Birchmeier backpack, fell against the tank. And here's what happened. The tank fitting broke. I'm sorry, the plastic elbow fitting broke, so they spilled 50 gallons of chemical. But also, because the tank fitting was welded into the tank and the backpack hit this tank fitting, it cracked this tank, and this is not repairable. So this tank was a total loss. And believe me, it gets even worse than that. They had not centralized all their purchases with one vendor, so they didn't even remember who they bought this tank from. We couldn't put our tank in there; it didn't fit in the skid, so they had to go back through all their records for years prior and figure out where they bought this tank from. And finally, they found it, and a couple weeks later, it got shipped in, and we were able to repair this rig for them. So it was a huge problem and an expensive problem, and dumping gallons of chemical is always a problem. And in this case, the Birchmeier backpack fell against it, but it also could, this fitting here could also fail, just like I said, because of temperature extremes or bouncing around your truck. It's kind of scary, and I think you need to look at this. So here's how we do it. And here, you can see back here, it's a little hard to see. This is our Norwesco tank fitting. This screws on. It's got two gaskets, one inside the tank and one outside the tank. It's heavy duty. It can be repaired or it can be replaced if it ever does start to drip. But here, more importantly, you can see we're using all heavy-duty brass fittings here. Then we also put a gate valve in front of the filter so you can check the filter even when the tank is full. But more importantly, this is brass. A summer in Arizona or wherever you are, a summer's not going to hurt it, a winter's not going to hurt it. It's heavy-duty brass, and it's going to stand up to whatever you throw at it. So when you're thinking about buying a new power sprayer, make sure you're looking for these things. If you got junky fittings on your existing sprayer, think about upgrading them, and it'll save you a lot of headaches. So thanks so much for watching. When you're looking for any kind of spray equipment for your pest or landscape company, please think of QSpray.com. Thanks very much.